Hey guys, it's Candy here with Life in the Mundane. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about a tool that I use to keep our family of 8 organized and set to go, both in scheduling and to-do list, shopping list, meal planning, you name it. And guess what? Did I forget to mention it's a totally free resource? It won't cost you a penny and it can really change your life. So stick around to hear more. Okay, so it might sound too good to be true, but I promise it's not. Before I jump into telling you about this amazing free tool that you can use with your family, I want to first say that on my channel, we talk all about homeschooling, home management, parenting, and everything in between. So if those are topics that interest you and this video interests you, I would love if you would honor me by clicking subscribe and clicking the little bell notification to be notified when new videos come out. Today, like I said, we're going to be talking about this great organizational tool. Now you might say, oh, I've got things like Google Calendar or to-do list apps or shopping list apps or whatever, but I'm going to tell you about an app that can do all of it. And even if you're not a big app person and you're more of a desktop computer person, we've got you covered there too. So let's jump into a little bit more about what this is. So I found years ago the Cozi app and fell in love with it, but it was still very young at that time and it had some glitches, and over the years I kind of forgot about it. But over the past year, I have come back, I've reunited, the black sheep has come home, and I have really loved getting into this app again. Cozi app, like I said, is a completely free app, but it is like your all-encompassing family scheduling everything app. And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about how we use it and some of the features that I find are more helpful to me than some of the other apps I have found out there. Not saying you can't find it, but why have 10 apps when one can do it all? So we ditched the paper planner this year and went back to digital, and it has been life-changing. The nice thing about this app is it's available on Android, it's available on iPhone, it's available on your desktop, on your laptop, on your tablet, anywhere. So it can sync to everything. I can have it on my phone, I can change things, and my husband can see the updated content immediately on his phone. No need to officially sync or anything like that. So that has made a huge difference in being able to communicate. It's also on my desktop and almost always open on my desktop in the kitchen. So when my kids need something, they can go in and access it quickly to be able to see what scheduling things or add things to the shopping list or so on and so forth. So let's jump over to the computer and I'm going to give you guys a quick tour around this awesome app and tell you guys why you need this in your life. Okay, so let's jump into the app and look around. You can do most, if not all of this on your phone or tablet or devices, but it's just easier to show you on my computer screen, so we're gonna do it that way. I hope you guys don't mind. Instead of showing you guys my entire, because this is like my brain, honestly. It's everything I need to know. And instead of showing you guys on all of the YouTube world, my schedule and all of my kids' details and our personal information, I decided to create a Life in the Mundane account and start from scratch so I can show you a few of these features without compromising privacy. I hope you don't mind, but it should still be helpful, and especially showing you guys what it looks like when you first join as an account. So here, welcome to Cozi. That won't be there forever, but for the first few times you visit, it is there. They've got some great tutorials. So again, like my other videos, I'm not gonna go through step by step every single thing, but I do want to share some of the features that I love that have been helpful to me and that set it apart from other apps that I've used. You can tell Cozi who is in your family. You could say mom, dad, brother, sister. You can list as many people as you want. You can name pets if you have vet appointments that you need to add to your calendar, or if you have like a business or maybe church organization or something like that that you want to add in here, you can do that too. And that will help you be able to assign shopping lists or to-do lists or tasks on your calendar to that person. But whoever you want to do that there, this is just for your information. It won't be sent anywhere or shared information with that. You can enter in as much as you want, but something else I wanted to show you guys is that you can actually link your Cozi app with your Google Calendar. So if you are a die-hard Google Calendar fan, but you are loving some of these bonus features that Cozi is offering, don't worry, you don't have to give up your Google Calendar. You're just gonna sync it, and this will show you how to go about doing that where you can get the best of both worlds. So how awesome is that? on your home screen. You're going to see things like your calendar, your journal, your groceries. We'll get into all of that. But let's do this right now. Why not? The journal. This is something that I have really loved. This is actually one of the reasons why I started doing this all along. Years ago, when I started doing the app, I actually loved it for the journal feature. The reason is because I can quickly click jot down moment. I can type in whatever funny story or thing my kid said. And I can type in whatever funny story or thing my kid said, and I can add a photo. So like, here's one I've done in the past. Here's one I did earlier. And it's talking about how my daughter, I walked in to find my almost 18-month-old daughter stuffing my heating vents full of Cheez-Its. Okay, so now that we've gotten to that cool feature, I want to show you the meal planning aspect of this. If you guys have watched my video on how we do meal planning, we make kind of a rotating 3-month calendar that really helps me plan out my breakfast, lunch, and dinners for the most part in a 3-month chunk, and it has been so helpful, but there is still a sense of a few things that are moving pieces that we've got to figure out. So they have a meal planner here. I can go in and I can add that for lunch we're going to have PB and J. I can add that we're going to have carrot sticks with it, if I want to get that specific, and chips, let's just say. I can also go ahead and do dinner and snacks, so it allows you to schedule as much of that as you want, which I think is super cool. Another feature that I love about the meal planner is that I can view the calendar right next to it. Now, I haven't put anything in this calendar because it's a new account, but for instance, it automatically puts holidays in there. Thanksgiving is here, so I know on this day, we're just out with the family. Okay, and I can do that for all of them, or I can just put that there, either way. But I love the fact that I can see which days are going to be busy, which days are going to be light. Maybe I need a crock pot meal on this night because it's Bible study night or something like that. So super cool feature there. They also give you a recipe box. I can go in and I can add a new recipe, and the cool part is I can even add a link to it. If I don't want to type in all of this information, I can add a link to it and it will save that recipe in there. It will have everything you need, and you can even add little recipe notes like, hey, we switched out this for that or whatever. I don't have to keep, I used to keep a printable binder of all of my recipes, and I don't do that anymore. I just keep it here. I can add them here, or I can go up here to some of their favorites. Cozi has given us some of their favorites of eating well, so I might go through here and find, oh, that looks so yummy. So I can just add it to my recipe box, or I can add it to my shopping list, which is super cool. It automatically put all of these, I'm going to select my actual grocery shopping list, and it's going to add these items to my Cozi shopping list. This means with recipes, I also put in myself too. So not only can it keep all your recipes together, you can pull them up and look at them on your phone or on your tablet or on your computer, but it also gives you the shopping list right there. And that is such a time saver. I cannot even tell you. I don't have to write all this down, which is awesome. That brings us to the shopping list. We'll come back to the two lists in here in a minute. But the shopping list feature is so neat. You can have multiple lists. So you could have a Christmas shopping list, although I do use a separate app for that. But you could do a Christmas shopping list. You could do a hardware store list, things like that. But this is our typical grocery shopping list, okay? And these are the recipes from that. I like that it categorizes it. With this, all you have to do to add an item here is to say milk or whatever. If you type an item all in caps, so Walmart, it will make it a header. So I could say, oh, I want to get milk at Walmart when I go to Walmart, and I need to get cheese, but we're a big family, so we buy cheese at Sam's Club. We can't take little grocery store cheese. I need the big bags of cheese, and we go through them ridiculously fast. Fun fact about our family. But I can put those items under the right categories. When I get done with an item, let's say I'm going through the store and I'm checking off my items as I go, I can remove the crossed off items if it gets too cluttered so I can see, but I can leave these headers here, or I can delete the headers. Like this one, I'll eventually want to delete because it's for a specific recipe. You can also add items. So let's say I'm at the store. My husband goes to get my daughter a bottle of milk before to go to bed, and she realizes we are completely out. I'm at the store. He knows I'm using my Cozi app to check off the items as I go to keep everything organized. He can just go on the computer, type in milk, and it's automatically going to pop up on my side. We use this all the time, guys, so that we don't have to worry about, did someone else miss this? Because we always forget something on our shopping list. And so I love the fact they can do this. I've actually taught my kids, I have this app up on my computer screen most of the time, and I've taught my kids how to go in and add things to the shopping list, which, or at least my older ones that I can trust not to add candy and ice cream and things like that too. But they love being able to go on here, and when they say, we're out of peanut butter, Mom, I used to be like, okay, let me remember, we're out of toothpaste. I'm like, did you put it in the Cozi app? Did you put it in the Cozi app? And I kind of put that responsibility back on them. And that way I'm forgetting things less. They're less frustrated with me. And things actually get remembered because they go into the app. Then in the to-do list app, you can make lists for each person in your family. You can color code them, so everything in the app, apparently right now they've assigned this color to me, but I could go in and change it here. But everything in my color is going to be orange. I've got some fun, typical mom stuff, you know, clean dishes, laundry, post on Facebook because I am a content creator and that's one of my jobs is to post on Facebook. But I can add whatever I want to this list. And again, I can just go through and check it. I can also, again, apparently not talk and type, but I can go in and make categories. So I could say home stuff, homeschooling stuff, life and mundane stuff. I can create lists for each one of my kids. So if I'm a homeschool mom, I can plug in their assignments. If you're not a homeschool mom, no problem. You can have a list for your kids as long as they have a device they can check it on. Then you could have lists for their chores to do or things like that. You can print the list. Typically, I find that would be kind of a waste of paper because my to-do list change constantly, which is one of the reasons I like the digital aspect. But if you needed that, maybe for school assignments or something like that, they have that option. I'm going to remove everything. Or I can completely delete the list if I'm done with it or I made it by mistake. Okay, so the calendar section. That was just the calendar section. This is the most obvious section, and I feel like while they do a fantastic job and there are features I like about this, that this is one that's more typical to other apps that you'll see. So that's why I spent more time focusing on these awesome features, and I'm ending with this one. But for the calendar, the app, one thing I like about it is it does put my menu things that I plugged in there, it puts that into my calendar. Now it puts it very, very soft so it doesn't like take over your calendar, but I like the fact that it's there so I can see if things don't match up right, or I know what to put in the crock pot first thing in the morning, that kind of thing. Also, I can go in and I can add an item. I can click on existing, change it around. I could assign that, these 3 people in our family are going to Bible study that night. I can say it repeats every weekday, or it repeats every week on Saturday, or even multiple days. So let's say it's a co-op and it's a Monday, Friday. I can set that up and it'll automatically change that out there for you. I can change it going forward and boom, it automatically puts that there. The cool thing is when you have a reoccurring event, it will put it in a non-bolded text. And then when you have special events like Christmas or a dentist appointment, so let's say dentist, I'm going to add that there and it's going to pop up there. I can change details here, but I can easily look at it and go, okay, what do I have that's outside of my normal routine? But it still includes my normal routine items so I don't forget or double book myself, which has been known to happen before. So this is such a cool feature. I love the fact that you can color code each person and you can quickly and easily see what there is. You can look at just the week at a glance or the day at a glance. Again, you can print, and they have a couple of options on how you can do that, and they have more options for setting things up. They do have some gold membership items. Those are the paid app version. I have not gotten that, although I am very tempted because of how much I love this program. I'm interested to see what other features they offer, but you can definitely use the free one. It's what I've been using for years. But here is really how I keep my household running. And I have really, really appreciated the changes and the adaptations they've made. They're very open to user input and are quick to update or add new features. So definitely worth checking them out. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I hope you guys will go check out the Cozi app. Drop down, and the links are down below where you guys can check this out. You can sign up, again, totally free account. There is an option to upgrade if you would like to for some additional features, but you do not have to do that by any means. Tell me also down in the comments, What is your favorite feature of this app? What surprised you the most that you could do with it? And if you already are a Cozi user, I would love if you guys would share with me how you guys like to use it, because I'm always looking for new ideas. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.